to become writers or poets. A lot of my novelists. Amen. I don't know if there's a thing like that, but well, yeah. Hello, what's up, man? Good morning, Dylan.
Good morning, Lampy. How are you?
It is great to have you on the station. The game changer. What's up, man? How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thanks. Enjoying the cool weather here in Mutare, in Manikele. Just coming from my morning run, 10K run.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it.
Hold on. 10K. You said 10Ks.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you from where to where, but it is okay. All right, okay. Tell briefly, where are you from, man?
Okay, cool. I stay in Harare, in Prospect Waterfalls. I'm a Zimbabwean by birth, then Zambian by descent. That's why you then see the name Mubu, or Mubu.
All right.
That's where it comes from. And I saw it. It happens that my surname is also my first name.
Okay.
And Dylan is my middle name.
All right. Okay. So it's Mubu, Dylan Mubu.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Not a mistake.
Okay. Okay. And so tell us about writing, man. When did you start writing? What does it take for one to be a writer?
Okay, cool. People to People is actually my first book, which was launched this year on the 19th of June, online via Zoom by the 2020 Junior Chamber International, that's JCI, International President, Itai Manyere, who is fortunately again from Zimbabwe. So that's when my first book was launched. Again, where this journey came from is I've been a member of Junior Chamber International. Before that, I also got the privilege of serving in the Harare City Junior Council as a junior councillor. I'm also a member of Toastmasters, Rotaract, and a whole lot of other youth groups that have assisted me in my personal development. And through that now, I've learned certain valuable lessons which I thought are important for me to share with others. It was just going to be selfish of me in order to keep them inside without giving it out there to other people who it might also assist them in achieving their own personal goals, dreams, and ambitions. I always try and aim to leave a legacy when I'm dead. I never know the time and date, so I just had to start by giving out this book.
Oh, all right. That is awesome. So this is your first publication. How did you get published? Did you start? What happens? What do you do if you want to become a writer? I want to write, let's just say I want to write a book. As somebody listening right now, there's kids going to school and they're listening right now. They probably want to write books. They want to write about lives. What do you do? How is the process? What happens?
Okay, to be honest with you, for me, this journey, I had the idea for 2 years. And I spent one of the 2 years doing absolutely nothing. I just had the message and the title of the book. And then actively writing it was just a year. And what I then realized is I managed to progress more from the mentorship that I received from other writers. People who have done it before. This is physically and virtually. I'm privileged to have one of my mentors, that's the current division director for Toastmasters Zimbabwe, Trinos Dongo, being one of my mentors, and he has written 2 books to date. So he took me through processes in terms of how you write a book from start up until to the launch date.
Okay, so that said, Dylan, how do you write a book?
Okay, cool. So what happens is, firstly, you need to come up with a message. Be clear in terms of what you want to convey to people, and it has to be something that's valuable. Valuable, again, I know this is subjective. Some people will think one message is not something. Some people will think it is. But it has to be something which yourself truly, when you look at it, you'll be like, I think this has to go out there. Then definitely you need to get your pen and paper or start typing it out somewhere, somehow, and then come up with the whole book. Again, it's not about the length of the book. It's all about the message, right, that you want to convey. So after putting down all that information, which is mainly the content of the book, this is where the mentors comes in order to assist with the technicalities of how to then get it published and everything else. But otherwise, the main or the most important thing is to actually have the content done, because that's the most important or critical part of the book.
When you were gathering content, what did you do? How did you? I've understood that some people have to leave the experience. They have to change the environment. You probably want to write about a certain tribe, a certain culture. You actually have to live in that place for the duration of your scripting of the book. How did you do it? What did you have to do?
Okay, cool. For me, certain sacrifices had to be made. One of them was I I had to spend a lot of time outside I'm an accountant by profession. So for the last 5 years, I've been attached to a certain accounting firm. Then since when I left, that's sometime last year in October, this is where I then had to spend a lot of time alone for I think about 3 months in order to conclude on the book and to get it ready to publish. This is different with a lot of people. For me, I had to spend a lot of time alone in libraries, writing. Then besides that, I had certain chapters which I thought for those chapters to be valuable, I then had to approach certain mentors or certain people that have assisted me in my personal development journey. So I then had to approach those people. For example, Simbarashim Sukuminzwa, our current local president for JCI Capital Stewart. So I approached a lot of people.
So Dylan, do you actually need a certain qualification, or anyone can write a book?
The good part with writing is you do not need any qualification. Yes. So all that's needed is for you to just sit down, write it, and then publish it.
Or you can have someone write it for you and just tell the story. About their life experience. How do they actually get somebody else who can put it in pen, gunya, so scripter, and then tell the story? Is that a possibility, or a writer can only write the books personally?
Okay, cool. So there are people who work as ghost writers and as editors as well. So, for example, if you do not have the time, or maybe you are not so confident in terms of doing it alone, you could approach those people. You can share your story with them and maybe what you want to achieve through the book, and they can write it for you. This is the case with a lot of important people. These celebrities, they do not have the time to write books. It's said that some of them, they then get to acquire some ghostwriters who write for them. So yes, there is that option.
All right, my time is almost running out. How do you publish your books now that there's our COVID-19 pandemic? What platforms are you using? I understand you launched it online. Now, how do you access it? Where can one access it? And what can one do during this process? Awana Anyura Bukrage, how do they then publish it?
Okay, cool. So firstly, you need to make sure that you engage the archives, the National Archives of Zimbabwe, so that again they take a record of the book that you'll be publishing and the publishing dates, and then when you publish it, give them some copies. Then besides that, now during this COVID-19 pandemic, it would be nice to also organize a launch, but because we can't meet physically, there are platforms like your Zoom, your Facebook Live, which you can also consider using. Engage some speakers to assist you and also speak on the event. Then again, it's nice to have the book available to other people from different countries. Again, you can put it on Amazon so that people from different countries can also access it. Then some people like listening to books. Also do an audiobook and put it on audiobook. My audiobook will be coming out on the 19th of October.
Oh, man. Super awesome. All right, man. Mubu, thank you so much for joining me. And it's hoping that they've learned one or two things. What handles can they catch you on in case they just want to catch up, they want to learn a thing or two?
Okay, cool. You can catch me on my social media platforms. If you Google Mubu, Dylan Mubu, the Game Changer, you'll get to see me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. And currently, I've been publishing some YouTube videos each and every Sunday, once a week, with some of the insights from my book, People to People, do get to subscribe and watch those videos.
All right.